Hi, how I manage my anxiety as a stay-at-home mom. Number one, I identify my root cause. You have to understand that there is general anxiety and then there is anxiety disorder that is crippling and causes panic attacks. You have to be able to identify what you are going through and the cause. A therapist or a professional can help you do this. And that takes me to the second thing that helps me: therapy. Therapy is a game changer. I think everybody should do therapy. The other thing I do is making sure that my vitamins are not at a deficient level. Multivitamins are a must for anyone who is going through anxiety, especially B12. You have to make sure that you are not taking synthetic folate, as for a lot of people, they are not able to break it down and then it stores up in the body and it becomes toxic to them. This can cause birth defects, it can cause miscarriages, it can cause a lot of issues even to the person taking it. So you have to take note of that. Of course, all these things I'm sharing with you, make sure to ask your health professional about it. And that takes me to my next point: see a holistic health professional. You can see a naturopath, is that what they are called, or a holistic doctor. These people will look at your whole being and they normally let you do blood work and check what is wrong with you instead of just giving you medication to mask your symptom. So if you're having a headache, a tummy ache, they want to know. Of course, they're going to give you something to help with the pain, but they want to know more. They check your whole being. Hence, they call them holistic practitioners. The next thing that I do is more to do with life choices. I make sure that when I wake up, I am waking up on a good note. I have for a long time been known as a person who is not a morning person. As in, when I wake up in the morning, I'm angry, and I'm not necessarily angry. I am grumpy, but I think it's mainly because I don't sleep well. Tell myself about things that I can control and things that I can't control. This really helps me. I'm going to still have that adrenaline rush because I am faced with a problem that I think it needs to be solved, but I can't solve it. Now this adrenaline is sitting there to be used, and I think that's why a lot of professionals advise that people with mental health issues or anxiety, depression should exercise, because when you feel all this adrenaline, you need to use it. But the thing with me is that I can't even, when I'm feeling that way, overwhelmed and all the rush is going on, I can't even move or do anything. I literally would not be able to talk, and I would just be really heavy, moody. I'll be responding to things with my head. So what I've learned to do is to put verses around me, to talk about character, the character that I know that I will exhibit when I'm feeling that way, like being patient, counting my blessings, learning that, this is the world that we live in, and God, if we allow God, then He is going to show us the right way, just to encourage myself. And one thing I also do is to set expectations. Like when I said that in the mornings, it's really hard for me, especially if I have a bad night or Judah did not sleep in the night. So I set expectations that this is what people in my home should expect from me. That way I'm not bombarded with questions when I wake up, or somebody is not making a joke and I don't laugh. Set expectations. Like sometime during the day around 5ish or 6ish, when it's about evening time, I'm expecting Chris to come back from work. I think my mind knows that, so it starts shutting down. So I set expectations. I speak to Isabel, Mommy's really tired. So you need to know yourself. And some people will do meditation and all that. You can meditate on the word of God. I think that's what they call practicing mindfulness. I'm not sure. just being aware of your state of mind and trying to not suppress it, but encouraging it, but managing it how it should come out. And all these things, I think if you attend therapy, the therapist will help you. So caffeine is a no-no for me, and that goes on to my next point: food sensitivities. You have to know foods that you are sensitive to. I know that when I take too much carbs, my whole body just shuts down. And when I didn't know back in varsity, I'll be like, oh, when I eat this food, I just want to sleep. It was my body telling me that this food is not good for you. You don't have to eat and feel tired. If you eat, you have to have energy. So that is one thing you have to know. Check out your food sensitivities and avoid them. One thing I know is caffeine is a no-no for me, sugar is a no for me, and a lot of carbs, simple carbs, are not good for me, because what it does is it spikes my sugar because of how it easily breaks down. So it just breaks down, and then I get a shoot of energy and then I crash. So it's really bad for me. If I take too much carbs, like normally when we go out, family day out, we will indulge, and Chris will be like, whew. Because from there I'll just be going downhill like. Some of the supplements I take, I do take a lot of supplements. I'm not gonna lie. And that's because for a long time I've not eaten well. I know we always hear that, oh, American diet is really bad and African diet. The truth is that there's a lot of processed foods here, and there we have really raw food, but we are not appreciative of what we have. So we do not learn about our foods. We watch TV and then we want everything we see on TV. We neglect our foods, and we start eating processed foods as well. And then even with our raw foods, we do not know, let me not say I didn't know how to balance my diet. So my diet was mainly carbs, and then just a little bit of protein, and then tomatoes too. So mainly that's what we are eating. Once in a while, spinach, and just really one way. So I was really deficient in a lot of things, and then having a child, that brings out all your weakness. So yeah, right now I take a good multivitamin. Not regular, because I think I'm good now and I'm eating a lot of variety, so I'm not really regular with the multivitamin. But the one thing that I take is the B complex, which I need. I take omega-3 fish oil. I take magnesium. I'm a lover of magnesium because every cell in your body needs magnesium, and no side effects. Ask your doctor about it though. I'm not prescribing it for you. The worst thing that can happen is the runs. But yeah, magnesium is real good. You can use the magnesium lotion. You can use the magnesium oil. Helps with muscle pain. Epsom salt bath. Relaxing. My second pregnancy, I slept so well because of magnesium. No sleepless nights. And yeah, so magnesium, and I take vitamin C, toxins. Our world is full of a lot of toxins nowadays, so you need to be taking some of the vitamin C, D from the sun. So get the sun as much as possible. When it's summer and winter, you'll be still good. But if you need it, like I need to always have my D going, otherwise I go into deficient state. I don't know why, but that's how bad it is for me. So I like going out, and that's how I was so kind of getting into really depressed situation mentally when this whole COVID thing happened and we have to stay indoors. Mine shows, and one of the signs that you are deficient in vitamin D is moodiness. So a week indoors and I would just be, yeah, I don't want to take the supplement regularly. I want to make use of the sun, but there had been, in the beginning I was on the supplement, the D3 supplement. I showed myself a lot of grace. I showed myself a lot of grace. For a long time, being a housewife and all that, I have tried to pretend like it's supposed to be easy, and it's not. And I've not celebrated my wins because it's not the regular job or regular thing that people do. But I'm beginning to be proud of myself and be really gracious to myself. So they say we are our worst critics, but I am becoming my best, what? I don't know. My best praise. I really am gracious to myself. So that's something you can also put into place as well. I think I have exhausted everything. Some of the supplements I take, I do take